Hi all, this is Dr. J from Eastern Long Island, where I'm broadcasting live today after the market close on Monday, August the 27th. It was a very good day for stocks, less good for Dr. J because, alas, my ecstasy from Friday has faded somewhat as my recent favorite biotech, Geron, gave back a little. But no worries, I added because I can't stop adding Geron. I keep buying it and buying it and buying it on every dip. I considered this a dip today. So I picked some up a little bit below where it closed. Let's get to the video tapes. We'll look over some of my swing trades, one of which is doing nicely, Facebook, the other one doing nothing so far. But let's take a look at what I suggested last week with respect to Facebook, and we'll take a look at the charts of the indices and so on. Let me do share screen. I can get that cursor over. I think I need my Wheaties. All right, here we go. Share screen. I'm trying out a new microphone today. I hope you guys can hear me. It would be embarrassing if you couldn't. So let's take a look at the screens, the video charts, I mean. Let's start with the Dow. Again, I'm having trouble with my mouse. Okay, there we go. The Dow closed at 26,031. We're just 600 measly points away from a new all-time high. I drew the all-time high right up here. So we have to reach this point in order to take out this 26,616. Well, that would just happen in 3 more trading days if we could make 200 points a day. But I don't think that's going to happen. I project it happening somewhere around middle of October, something along those lines. Maybe a little earlier because the market is on a tear. And the Dow is hugging this upward trend line very nicely now after having slipped below for a few trading days. It's come back nicely. So the Dow, the last of the 3 indices to make new highs, is only a little bit more than 2% away. Let's go Dow. Then all 3 would be zooming, and we would be in the ferocious end of the bull market, as I see it. It can't go on forever. So once all 3 start making new highs for a while, something is going to spoil it. It's not going to go on forever. All right, here comes the S&P 500. Another new high. Wow. A gap up in the morning, and it kept on going. Closed at 28.95, 28, up 20 points, 0.72%. You got to love it. This is some zoom market. And the NASDAQ, why not? The NASDAQ made a new high as well today. Zoom. Up 69 points, almost 1%. NASDAQ's going to make a lot more new highs, I think, before the finale. It's kind of like the fireworks. It's, the fireworks display, it always ends with a boom, 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 and then it kind of peters out. Well, I think we're seeing the boom, 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 boom right now. We're seeing the best part of the bull market just before it peters out. Well, I don't know about just, but, again, all good things have to come to an end. Geron gave back a little bit today, made me cry in my soup, but it didn't really end up that bad. I picked up some in the 470s, and I have, like I said on Friday, I have a shipload. A shipload is the commercial from DraftKings. I have a shipload of Geron, and I keep buying more. So I do like Geron. I'm fairly confident as to a continuation decision. Also thinking buyout. I know a lot of people are thinking European Union approval, maybe. Whatever the news is, I think it's going to be very positive. There's always a chance that it won't be, though. That's the scary part. And tomorrow it went down today. Tomorrow it might give back a little more, but I see it definitely at about $5 again by September 11th. I said that originally. On any pullback, I think it will get back to the $5 mark prior to the continuation decision. So whenever that continuation decision is, I have a feeling Geron will be around $5 at that time. All right, Athesis. Athesis is really watching paint dry. Up 2 cents, down 2 cents, up 2 cents, down 2 cents. Today it's, guess what? Up 2 cents to 203. And it's also got this stepwise up, down, and then up and then down pattern. And it looks like we're taking another step down. So I would see maybe taking a step down to 196 or so, and then start on this trend, a new trend line, taking us up to the 217 area, then a step down. I mean, this seems to be a pretty well-established trend until it breaks this trend. I guess it'll ultimately break this snail's pace crawl up and zoom up on news, but I don't know when that's going to happen. So I see about 247, 250 by October 9th, if my projections hold true. OncoSec Medical. OncoSec has got a beautiful chart. I think it's adhering to this upward trend line. It's not the steep curve that it had before. That's not the steep slope from before. But notice how it adhered before. So OncoSec seems to like to be trend lines. If that's the case, it'll ride this trend line all the way up to the 150, 160 area by mid-September. I should have taken my phone off the hook and stopped all these unwanted solicitors from calling. Let's take a look at Apple. It seems like nothing can stop Apple, but today, even on one of the best days of the year for the NASDAQ, the S&P, the Dow, Apple had a subdued response, up 0.31% or 67 cents to 216.16. My proposition here for a trade was to short at about 216 and to go for glory, go for 204 to take profits. And stop loss, maybe if it takes out this high at around 220. I'm not a big shorter, but if I would rather short than go long if I wanted a swing trade on Apple at this point. It's just it looks a little tired to me. All right, Facebook. I think Facebook is getting legs. The trade I proposed on Facebook was something like 72. If you can get in for 172, put a stop at 169, and get out at 180 or 178. At 180, you would be making 8 points and risking 3. So that's pretty good. Now it's 177. So even if you got in at 173, you're up 4 points. And if you haven't closed that trade yet, I would move my stop along this trend line. So I think you're pretty safe if you're not along this trend line. I'm sorry. So you could move your stop along this trend line. So you could move your stop to about 170, 171 probably tomorrow. something like that, maybe 172 even. So if you paid 173, you're risking $1 and just let it ride. Just keep it that way. Keep moving your stop loss and let that take you out of the trade. Who knows? Maybe you'll never get taken out of that trade. Facebook might just jump back to its old highs. So it's got a lot of good things going for it. The bad rep regarding foreign countries infiltrating Facebook and influencing elections. I think the tide is turning on that. I think Mark Zuckerberg is involved personally, and it ain't going to happen no more, period. So that's my opinion. I think there's ways to control that. I think that problem is going to be resolved. I think Facebook is tremendous stock, whether it's a swing trade or a long-term trade. All right, what else? Baba. Baba was down, Baba is up. Let's see what it is today. It had a horrific engulfing on 823, followed by an inner-day on 824, followed by another inside day today, but it gained on today's action. I'm not crazy about Baba. Long term, I am, but short term, I see it testing this long-term trend line. What is it? At about 178. 178? Guess so. It's, what was it this day? It was 171. Oh, well, where is it now? Now it's at 170. It's at 170, 180 now, right? So if I were to play Baba, I would look for 170 on the downside, I think. I'm getting all confused for some reason. Yeah, probably around 170. One figure. 170 is even lower. 166 on the downside. I would short it to 166, and I would do a stop loss at the high of the day here, about 187. So I'd be willing to risk 7 points to make 14, 2-to-1 shot. I like 2-to-1 shots on swing trades. These swing trades could take a long time to complete, however. So it might not be to the average swing trader's taste. The average swing trader's in a trade about 3 days. This one, to me, might be weeks before it consummates, one way or the other, before it resolves. So I'm not sure it's to your taste, but I like 2-to-1 shots. CVM, we said to watch this one. They're due to get data, and good data should propel it above the high of what was the high this day? Come on. The high of 180. Today it hit a high of 189. I kind of like sell side right now, CVM. I would buy it here and hope for the best and put in a stop right around the 138 level. So I think it could go to fill the gap at 279. So I'd be taking a chance on this. This chart looks pretty good. It broke the old high after the gap down intraday, pulled back a little. You might get a good entry point tomorrow. And if the data comes in good for head and neck cancer, this thing will zoom. So, you know, I don't know. If you're a gambler, I would take a flyer on this one. It's sort of like going to Atlantic City. I think I said that the last time, because you're rolling the dice. And I think you're a slight favorite on this one. But, you know, you got to be a gambler. FEYE, feye. I like the fundamentals on this one. I like the fact that they teamed up with Google to do crypto intelligence, where they're weeding out foreign influence in YouTube and Blogger and whatever else Google uses. So yeah, I definitely like this one. feye was down a quarter to 16.12. I said earlier I would buy it on any weakness, like a dip back to the 1550, to this upper trend line, 1550 area, something like that. I would look to buy it on a dip. And ATNM, the chart continues to look good. It's up 2 pennies today to 64. It's been following its lower trend line pretty good, and who knows? It might just take off. I think it will. I think you're looking at a potential dollar stock by the end of the year. So I like ATNM basically on fundamentals, but also chart doesn't look bad to me. So this has been a somewhat subdued Dr. J compared to Friday after the close, when I couldn't wipe that smile off my face because of Geron Corporation. But I'm still 100% long Geron. Didn't take anything off. In fact, I added today. So let me put my rally cap on. Rally caps on. Go Geron. Go Dow. Go NASDAQ. Let's be long the S&P 500, at least for now. Got to be a little bit cautious down the road, but right now, take advantage of a roaring market. Remember, this could be the finale of the Macy's fireworks display. Let's go Dow, let's go NASDAQ, let's go S&P, let's go Geron, let's go CVM, all these little stocks. And feye, I think, is a good one. So we talked about a lot of stocks today. We'll talk about a lot of stocks tomorrow. In the meanwhile, adios, amigos. Good to see you. See you all tomorrow. This has been Dr. J, streaming live from Eastern Long Island, New York. Bye. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and share this video with your friends. Bye-bye.